Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 40 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X podcast. We're here with you guys in the building. We're your hosts. I'm Malcom. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Guy.
In the building.
We miss you guys. We miss you guys
for sure. Absolutely. Missed you guys, but we are now here. We are a little tardy, but we in the building. We having an amazing show. We're gonna need two commercial breaks.
We got some stuff to talk about.
That's how much stuff we got to talk about.
We got a lot.
Lot going on in real time. So, Mal, talk to me. What's good?
So, last time we were here, or last time you here, this is before the next one. So the next one, we got that out the way.
Yeah.
What else happened? I went to New York as the Knicks was winning, as it happened with the kids. That
yes.
happened. What else? Then this past weekend, I was in Savannah, Georgia with the family. Took a road trip, 11-hour drive.
Nice.
Never doing that again. But it's here.
Yeah, them long.
Other than that, man.
Listen, as a kid, because I used to take them long drives all the time down to my grandmother's house or either North Carolina, South Carolina. As a kid, it was an adventure. As an adult, with kids, bueno, no.
Yeah.
No.
That's gonna be the last family trip we take until they're a little older.
Yeah.
Cause they just cramping our style, man. We still young and we still want to go out to party. We want to drink a little bit,
yeah.
then go to sleep early. But we couldn't do it at all with them. You know what I'm saying?
No, y'all. When you say family vacation, you mean family
literally.
Vacation. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
Savannah, Georgia is nice. It was nice out there, so that was cool. So shout out to the people out there in Georgia. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Quick roll call. I saw Cleveland in the house. It was good. I saw Philly in the house.
Philly in the building.
LA
Cleveland in the building.
LA. Who else we had? I think I saw Atlanta. It was good.
Always in the building.
Thank you guys. Somebody said it's over, Malcolm. It's over. No, it is not over. It's not over. Listen,
Yeah, it's over.
don't let the grades fool you. We still hot and young.
Nah.
Okay? Yeah.
Nah. Anyway, I see Connecticut in the building. Let's get to this, Malcolm.
All right, let's get to it, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Justice Born was good. So, I told Pops before we got on, he's gonna have to break the fast today. Okay.
Yes.
And by what fast am I talking about? He said he was giving he was going on a 90-day fast, not talking about Jay-Z, not even uttering his name, because he said, I see what's coming down the pike. He said, I see that he's about to make this entire year about him. He's about to go on a run tour. He said he possibly got an album coming out. He don't know, but he sees it and he doesn't want to talk about it. But listen, we got to talk. It's a lot happening.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
People. You owe it to the people, Dad. You owe it to
And
the
I
people.
slipped up once or twice. And I only did that to just kind of prepare for these moments now. And so we are on the cusp of seeing one of the greatest rollouts for an artist that you will probably ever see. So today, the pop-up shops showed up via subway train that was wrapped in the Rockefeller symbol. The Google Maps
96
has a special
96 and forever.
Yeah, 96 and forever. Google Maps has its own Jay-Z map that they debuted today of all the locations he's either been to, operated in, 40 Club, this, museum, and again, the pop-up shop, you can get all 13 of his albums on cassette. You know, I'm tape
And vinyl. And
vinyl.
I'm not gonna
and-
lie. If I was into that, I would get it. It's dope. Like it looks. If I was into any artist that much, I think that's fire. Even though he's missing 2 albums, right? He's missing Best of Both Worlds and Unfinished Business. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. He omits those.
Yeah.
But-
it's neither here nor there.
And so, from a rollout perspective, I had no problems with it. It's what he does. It's how he does it. I think it's clever with the train station action, the cassettes, the nostalgic of it. And so I have zero problems with the rollout. Now,
Okay.
before you get started, I wouldn't be that if I didn't go and just point out, and again, I'm only speaking from the perspective of a 58-year-old man, right? I stopped doing reviews because I'm not as in tune with what our youth are listening to, and rightfully so. I don't want to celebrate an album or a whole movement around, and I know this may seem shallow. I'm just worn out with all the drug talk. I'm worn out with I built an empire off the people I killed movement. I'm just tired of it. So even when I listen to T.I., he got a new song out. He was on Joe and Jada, and it's trap music again. And so when they take us back to 96, why are we always looking backward? And was this album, this is just me, it was a great album, one of my favorites. Was it that monumental that it shifted the paradigm of consciousness? And, so that's just some of the things I question.
So this is what I'll say. So what's the saying? The lowest form of conversation always starts with "remember when," right? Mm-hmm. So when I saw this rollout, I said, "Whoa, they are pulling out all the stops, right?" So the subway car, the Google thing, even the merch, the Yankee merch with the Rockefeller chain, like looks really, really cool.
Yes.
The crate collection with the vinyls and stuff like that, I thought was interesting. I thought was dope as well. Like I said, if I was into that stuff, I would want to get that. But I don't care that much. But I thought that was dope. But then again, and then he has another 8-part series coming out on HBO.
He's being interviewed Rick
with Rick
Rubin.
Rubin, right? So I'm like, okay, he said he's playing offense this year. I said, okay, this is clearly where the money is going, right? So I'll say that. But then what this whole thing reminded me of, it reminded me of The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, right? After LeBron James, the story goes, after LeBron James wins that title versus Golden State after he comes back
from 3-1.
3-1, right? Apparently, during the parade, Michael Jordan calls whoever up, I think ESPN up, and says, let's do it. Because, in my opinion, I took that as he does not want people to forget his legacy. Remember, I did this. Remember, I meant this to the culture. Remember, right?
Yes.
I feel like this is Jay-Z's version of that. The young,
you could be right.
The young up and comer, not the up and comer, but the young one, Drake. He just did something crazy. Like, say what you want. He put out 3 albums. It went one of his albums went #1 for like a month. Like he did it. So now Jay-Z, remember me. Remember I'm here. Right. So that's kind of how I took it. Right. It's interesting. I don't want to cut you off. It's interesting to watch. The rules always change when it comes to Jay-Z. It is interesting because we weren't here to talk about the Target partnership. Right. And, I'm not real big on the boycott. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Pastor Jamal Bryant said it was over. I don't know. I don't follow these people. But the fact that, once again, showing patterns that he aligns with these corporations that black people, or the culture is trying to hold accountable, he undercuts. He comes out with the employee vest on and say, everybody back up, everybody get back to work, it's okay. And I thought that was another example here. I was watching Charlemagne, I watched Wayno, I watched a few other people literally read from a script that had to be handed to them by Rock Nation to go, how come we didn't talk about Nicki doing this? How come we didn't talk about Kendrick doing this? How come we didn't talk about, completely omitting the fact that all of those were before, the so-called boycott. So he did this literally after the boycott, literally undermining everything and literally proving those emails in the Epstein files that said Jay-Z is used to kind of quell black people.
No, that is a very important email that was sent by the president or somebody high up at Barclays Bank. And see, this is not speculation. He clearly said black people should be fighting in the streets, but they're not, because Jay-Z told them basically not to. So when I saw the Barclays Center rollout, obviously we immediately picked up on what this was. He was the goyim, the token goyim that was going to be used to quell the people. They do it with reverends. They do it all the time. The fact that he has now a sort of a track record, because he just got off the phone with Jermaine Dupri and told him, do not take the Super Bowl gig, then turn around and he's sitting there looking very uncomfortable taking this Super Bowl gig. And then, we're past kneeling. Sound like he was watching our videos, but that's just me. And we on to more actionable items. And so Jay-Z is a corporate guy who still has nostalgic effect on regular people that he taps into and out of as he sees fit. And so even the very symbolic of a target, he just put a target on his back. But does he care? No. You know what I mean? Because he's about his business. And so it does feel like a Last Dance rollout. And what it does too, it splits the community. Those who are born in the 90s don't care. They're about Lil Wayne, Drake, and their movement. Whereas the older generation who feels that, we still got it, our guy has stepped up because there are Kobe fans, LeBron fans, and Mike fans in terms of three real audiences. And it's been that way. And so this is his attempt. He's doing an 8-part series with Rick Rubin out of all people. Okay? To get this thing done. Rick Rubin now, I don't even want to get into what the hell he into. He on some spiritual grifter shit now. Like he is the overlord of music or something, right? Mm-hmm. And he helped start Def Jam. And you know what I mean? And I know he peeled off and did his own thing. I think Jay-Z has an album coming out this week. It would make sense to me to do it this week. You know what I mean? While this momentum is making its wrong route. And so we will see if this is enough to propel him to whatever. Now, I'm going to make this point. While it also is reminiscent of The Last Dance, it's also reminiscent of Diddy's last run. Diddy put out an album. Diddy got the key to the city. Diddy got a lifetime BET Awards. He started giving people they publishing. He started trying to make sure that his image was intact because he knew. Because he even said something to Cassie on BET, if you remember. Right? He gave her an encrypted message. So don't think if some charges is coming down the line, Jay-Z would be the first to know. His lawyers are that good, right? In fact, him and Busby still going back and forth. He win one, then Busby come back, and then he win a piece of the case. And so it's a lot going on. And this 96 run, I mean, remember, it ain't like Reasonable Doubt came out the gate blazing.
Right. Like, it's like revisionist history. Like,
it's revisionist history. Right.
There are people in all parts of the country going, yo, yeah, the album was cool, but that's not what I was listening to.
Right.
96. Like, it didn't really do nothing. Like, and what Jay-Z and, the media heads are doing, they are trying to implant that album as it shifted everything until, like, everything was one way until after Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was one way after that. But it
what
wasn't.
He is going to shape
his best album to me.
Yeah. Say it again.
I said it's not even his best album to me.
What he is going to do, because I heard a piece of the joint with Rick Rubin, he's going to use that album as nobody wanted to sign him, which is true. No one believed in him, which is true. And then they took an independent stance but we had independent artists like Master P and Too Short. Independence wasn't easy in them were independent. You know what I mean? Until, but he's going to frame this as this became the real blueprint for his independence to propel his career into, and I remember his career before he got with Big L and them and shifted to the street talk. I remember the kick it, give it, pop, shimmy the pope, all the fast rhyming shit he used to do. I remember he had nothing to do with no real street shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then there was a shift. And so it is revisionist history.
So, and then,
go ahead.
I was gonna respond to Yvette. She said that the Target thing was disappointing. I don't know how. This is on brand. Very on brand.
I wasn't surprised.
And I remember, and we talked about this because Ray Daniels said Jay-Z is not gonna put out a new album without a deal. a brand deal with somebody. You remember?
Right.
You remember?
Yeah.
He said that because he said like you run the risk of not selling like what Drake did, right?
Right.
You just dissed him, and if you put out an album and don't sell anything close to him, that looks away. Like that really looks away.
So he has to use his corporate power and his corporate allies to pre-purchase so that when he comes out the gate, he did that with one of them other albums where if you got a
Magna
Sony
Carta.
phone or something, I forget,
Magna Carta.
Say it again?
The Magna Carta one.
The Magna Carta, where if you got a Sony phone, you got the album. So these are creative ways to manipulate numbers. Yet he's the first one to say men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So
Yeah.
I like the rollout. I'm with you. I think if it was done a few years earlier, it might have more effect. But I do like the train station, the merch, the cassettes,
Yeah.
the vinyl.
And the reason why I think I said like if this happened a couple years earlier, to me in my eyes, and who am I to him? But it feels desperate now. It feels you have all of this happening because he's in the news not for anything really like positive. He's in the news. There's a whispers here, DNA test here. Why even take the DNA test? Busby here, Epstein here. You was friends with Diddy here. Like he's in the news for that stuff, and then this happens. So it feels like, hey, remember this. Like just remember that part, like that era. So that's what it seems desperate now. And then Billboard recently they just came out with like, the top 10 most popular songs of 2026 or the summer, and they listed the Roots freestyle at number 7.
That's how you know this is ridiculous.
Ball games. Like this is not.
Y'all niggas is playing games. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And when you couple that with the awareness of the people who sometimes they just get tired of you. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. We just tired of you. Now we nitpicking and we can pick up the things that we would generally let slide any other time. Mm-hmm. And if this is your comeback, he can't miss with this. So he's got some more shows coming up.
Listen,
he can't miss with this.
Last weekend I asked Odyssey, like, cause she was talking about, album. I said, but what are we expecting? Right? He raps. Right? And I don't want to disparage the art form. However, what I mean is what are we gonna hear from him that we've never heard from him?
All he can do is rap. And when I say that, and that's no knock on the boom bap community, but I keep telling y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm blue in the face. Music is coded. It has to move. It represents our current state. It represents our future state. It represents healing. It represents spirituality. It represents so much. And when we get locked into a vibration of the boom bap, you know what I mean? And to me, that just a lot of older dudes who don't want to grow up. I'm just going to keep it a bean. So what did the new generation do? They started harmonizing. They started adding their interpretation of sound, vibration, and frequency based on the world. So it ain't always been good. Trap music was necessary. How could it not be when the environment was promoting that? Mumble rap was necessary. I don't care what nobody, because it got dudes at least back into the booth. This harmonic stuff that Drake does, Kanye does, Future does, Travis Scott does, Kid Cudi.
Kendrick does a lot with the beat switches and the
Yes.
voices and stuff like
Even
that. That's
Kendrick-
his way of, that's his way of bending.
That's his way of bending. He won't go all the way Drake, but he will change his voice, octaves, because he understands if you just get up there and MC, you limit your ability to reach new people. These young people are looking for melodies and hooks and Sonics. So I need to see what can you rap about that you have not already rapped about. And that's no knock on those who just spit bars. Because when I want bars, I know where to get bars from. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Speaking of bars, Big Daddy Kane is doing some challenge right now.
I love
He's
it.
rapping and calling out. It's fire. I heard Jada. I heard Conway. It is dope. It is dope.
It's dope because he's the godfather of so many styles, right? And for him to, this is his last album coming called Curtain Call. For him to, call out a few MCs in a fun way and challenge them to spit their 16, I think that's really, really dope because it's him showing respect for the new generation and them saying, yo, Kane, you that dude, so I'm gonna honor that. I'm not invited, but I might spit my own 16 to it just to put myself in the mix. Because Grandmaster Caz did one of those years ago, and I just jumped on it. You know what I mean? And so I think that's dope. Today, Malcolm, Michael Jackson passed away. 17 years ago today.
Man, that was 17 years ago.
2009.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, the greatest of all time. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how many digital downloads you niggas manufacture and all that old bullshit. The greatest performer, the greatest songwriter or, artist overall of all time. And that's subjective. Some people might say it's Prince or this and that. I'm rolling with Mike. And a lot has changed since then. But his music, and he just hit a Billy on the movie.
Oh.
The first biop, the movie, to hit $1 billion. So don't tell me his value has changed. Eli has been listening to Michael Jackson all day. You know what I mean? Paying his homage. And so I remember when it happened. I remember where I was. I remember I never thought I would see the day. And and so kudos to the man who changed everything. Thriller, changed so much. And so I just want to salute Michael.
Oh my gosh. So go ahead. Hit the button.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Well, on that note, I say we stay on music as we talking about the end of an era, But Clive Davis died Monday, right?
Let's get right to it.
Yeah, Clive Davis died Monday. And it was, you know how the internet get, like they was not letting that man rest. I saw like the corporate, music industry were trying to push one story and the people who know were pushing another story, and it was very interesting to see. We saw it was a video Jermaine Dupri did talking about, the great things and how BET needs to honor Clive Davis. It sounded like he was about to cry. I don't know if you watched the video. It sounded like he was getting real choked up, like he was about to cry. And there were people going, nah. We know, we can trace everything back, how nasty this industry got. We can, your work is evident and not in a good way, right? Like your mentees have destroyed. You have destroyed a lot of artists. Your mentees have also destroyed a lot of artists. They've been destroying a lot of artists. Your hands are soaked in the blood of this music industry, and a lot of people were letting them have it, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
Right. And this happens off the heels of a few like major events. And every time like somebody, one of theirs passed, you always say like it always happens on the back of a lot of energy, right? So I remember who's not Mitt Romney, the other dude, McCain died on the heels of Aretha Franklin, I believe.
Yes. Yes.
There's a few people, there's a few names, right? So he dies on the heels of, the Knicks winning, essentially, right?
Well,
and
yes. And
yeah,
he died basically on the summer solstice energy. Technically the 20 excuse me, technically the 22nd, but the vortex is still open, right? He dies on a palindrome, where the date is the same forward as it is backwards.
oh yeah,
All right,
yeah.
6, 22, 26, same forward and
Yeah.
backwards as it was, it always will be. Remember, we were talking about reflection and mirror, and now you add Jay-Z album in that, got us reflecting back, going back. And so all of this is sorcery, and I don't want people to miss the mark, because look at all the energy New York generated in the last 3 weeks. We had the New York Knicks, right? We had these goddamn watch parties all over the city. We had the alien Wemby come in to anchor the psyop that they're about to let loose with the alien stuff, because the movie also dropped the same week. We had Puerto Rican Day Parade. We had FIFA. We had the Knicks parade down the canyon of Heroes. We had the summer solstice. It was a lot of, that's a lot of energy. That if you understand how energy is used and harnessed, they sent the grand, he's a high priest. They sent him out on the highest energy that he could possibly go out on. Now watch this. Next week is Sirius rising. You know what I'm saying? With the 4th of July, 250. So within the summer solstice and Sirius rising, and that's when the FIFA shit reaches the championship rounds. All of this is coagulated energy that's going to lead to something. So what I want to say to my people in the New York and big city areas, I'm not promoting fear. I never promote fear. Just be alert of all the energy coming to a crystallized point on the 250th anniversary of this country, with the world. Remember, this FIFA thing is the world. This ain't some domestic shit. This is the world watching, right? And it's the beginning of the Jason months, right? July, August, September, October, November. All of this energy, just be alert and be aware. Now, back to Clive Davis. I put up a post, one man's devil is another man's God, right? So this goes back to slave plantations. The house Negro, he hated the slave master too, but he ate well. He dressed like the master, got food off the plate. And so he would have a few nicer things to say about the slave master, right?
Right.
The local drug dealer, let's tie this in. We turn drug dealers into heroes because they give out turkeys and a few bikes. And so, but as long as the drug dealer is putting money out, he the big homie, even though he destroying everything around him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of these mothers know their sons are out here selling drugs, destroying the community, even fucking up their own neighbors, right? And they look the other way because there's something in it for them. As long as there's something in it for you, you will rationalize even the very people that terrorize you. And so, because Clive Davis gave out some slave contracts and put a few meals on the table for a few people, they are willing to ride for him like he was a saint.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this fucking deviant's body count quadruples the goodness. See, people think when you evil or you don't do good things, the devil do a lot of good things, right? Because that helps. Rockefeller used to hand out silver dimes to people. They said along the way and give out dimes to the poor back in the day. Meanwhile, he was robbing, raping, and pillaging them for everything they had. If the devil just came taking things, you would spot the devil and you would be aware of his or her works. Yes? And so whenever somebody starts an organization that appears to be doing good, all they're doing is placing something good over tons and tons of bad things so they can sleep well at night. Clive Davis is a piece of shit. Clive Davis was a CIA agent.
Allegedly.
Clive Davis got busted for payola, drug trafficking. He was a part of a syndicate crime family who knew jack shit about music. They brought him in and placed him there. He's a plant so that they could steer the spiritual energy that music produces for the most magical people on the planet and turn that shit into fucking trash. They became the gatekeepers everywhere to turn the spiritual music, the magic that each and every one of us possess through our artistic expression, our voice, our dance, our pen, and who we are, into something that can be turned into a commodity that they can make money and they can turn it around and dump all the bullshit back on the community in a bad way. Now, I was in contact with the homie, whoever the dude was who wrote that letter, the secret meeting of the industry, but he wouldn't tell me who these people were. Come to find out, now I'm hearing that, let me say allegedly, Clive Davis was the one who called the meeting to help build these prisons, these private prisons that needed to stay filled, and the only way to fill them is with young black bodies. Bodies who take things literal, more so than you think, right? So when somebody in our community says, I sold drugs all through my community so I can get the money I needed to start legitimate business, you just laid out an entire blueprint for the way people will think, hustle, and operate. Money, hoes, and clothes, that's all a nigga knows. And when this is broadcasted on every radio station and every frequency 1,000 times a day, you cannot tell me it does not become a subliminal, subconscious chant that our young people with no direction begin to act out. I'm sorry. Okay?
No, you're right.
So
You're right.
he was
Like
the head of that.
again.
You know what he did to Phyllis Hyman. You know what he did to Luther Vandross. You know what he did to P. Diddy. The list goes, TLC. The list goes on.
Whitney
Whitney partying up under her fucking body while she lay drowned, submersed in a body of water? Nah, son. And gonna say she wouldn't want the music to play? Are you out of your fucking mind? And he gave Diddy $15 million for nothing?
Yeah.
Okay? So we understand, what's going on here. And this culminates the end of an era. You know what I mean? The end of an ERROR.
Yeah.
It's the end of an era. The crack era, the rap era, the Trump era, whatever. All of these are fucking mistakes that have set us back. And now you want me to look back to 96? And we supposed to be looking this way? Nah, son.
Yeah.
Nah. R.I.P. Angie Stone, who didn't get her money. These niggas mastered how to take your money, put you on drugs, put you in situations. Listen, we can do a whole piece. As a matter of fact, I think Black Magic, Red Pill and Blue Pill, did a whole piece. And they'll give you the whole history. Shout out to Gods. I don't want to spend all that time, but rest in piss. All right? I don't care how many people's checks you cut for a few people to achieve your ultimate goal.
Absolutely.
Nah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring the collection play around this. Man.
Absolutely.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So let's talk about some more stuff. Peter Thiel got exposed for a secret society called Dialogue that he's running with all the movers and shakers in every industry: tech, media, sports, politics, all of that stuff. And apparently he's doing this to foster conversations about topics that he feels, regular people are too stupid, essentially, to hear. This is the same guy who was doing seminars on the Antichrist. He was doing really, really into the Antichrist. I don't know if you guys remember that. For people who are not familiar with Peter Thiel, he was one of the first people to invest in Facebook. One of the first people to invest in PayPal. He's part of that PayPal Mafia PayPal Mafia crew. Weird stuff. And every time this year when news gets broken, right? You think people will find this strange, right? And no, a literal billionaire is holding secret meetings with all of the world's elites who are beefing publicly, but actually secretly meeting about stuff, and nobody is batting the eye about it.
Nobody is batting an eye, Malcolm. And in these meetings are the legislative party that is supposed to regulate just how much freedom these tech companies have, and they're all in bed together in secret meetings in hotels, Operation Dialogue. So they are controlling your life. You don't matter. You are an NPC in the grand scheme of how these people are running this operation. And not only that, no telling, and it's held in hotels, prestigious hotels. So no telling what kind of shit is going on in there, right? That you would never be privy to, right? Now, don't forget, Clive Davis is not the one, hold on. Clive Davis is not the one who taught Diddy about the spy shit. That was when he got with Jimmy Iovine and the motherfuckers. They set him up on a new mission, right? Because remember, he stopped making music, he started selling alcohol. That's when right? So this espionage stuff is a huge part of all of this. You know what I mean? So Somebody is taping something somewhere to make sure that you probably can't even get into that meeting unless you do some weird shit to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something very weird that we film that we know, okay, you'll never back out of this. And you'll never tell anybody about this. Right?
Yeah.
There's levels to it. You know? So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, again, this is one of those things where stories come out since the Epstein list. Like, you guys have heard, like, have proof of what the hell they talk about, what the hell they do, and nothing happened.
Nobody cares. So
Nobody cared.
That's
Nothing
why
happened.
I said a movie like Disclosure is disclosing what? What is it going to mean when you numb a people so bad? We are so traumatized, so over-sexualized, over-violent, we're stimulated. We are just walking zombies now, not to dismiss the electronic aspect of this, because they're telling you now, if you took the jibbity jab and other things and all these cell towers everywhere to dumb people down, and the food has no electricity in it. You and me are electrical beings, right? So the food used to have some form of vibration to it. Even the chicken your grandma used to make, goddammit, had some form of, vibration. It's all neutral cardboard food to the point where it's not adding anything. You just putting it in your body. Side note, I had the 2 apple pies. They were good. But I only had 2. I didn't.
Did you? Was it like what you remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember? Food,
No.
It brought me back. I said, and let me tell you, and I didn't eat them right away, so I had to reheat them. Now watch this. Them shits is so hot, 20 seconds, the shit is gonna burn your throat. You don't have to overheat it. I had some little cup of tea, and I had my moment, and I'm good. I'm here to experience it all. Yeah. Side note. So, but now the food has no vibration. The water does not hydrate you. I'm not sure the water ever hydrated, but we had it, right? The music is doing absolutely nothing, right?
Yeah.
The air. So we are walking antennas now in a state that they keep opening up these data centers. The one city, they told the whole city, in Arkansas somewhere, y'all gonna have to get y'all electricity somewhere else because we running these data centers, which baffles me. So now we're walking empty vessels, and the Epstein files, they could show you, next they're gonna show you the tapes. And you're gonna be like, wow, they was telling the truth, son. Wow.
Listen, man.
Anyway, and back to life, because they laid it all out. You got the alien shit, you got the Epstein shit, you got Operation Dialogue, you got kids missing all over the country, you got harvesting going, and it's not batting an eye. If that stuff ain't gonna bat an eye, we have subconsciously said, none of that matters. Just keep feeding us and leading us to wherever you're taking us, because we are definitely cattle ready for the slaughter. And I mean enough people where the energy is flowing that way. So sure, some of us are awake and aware, and I keep telling you, knowledge is one thing, right? It's power. Yep. The knowledge in which you can do nothing about it is it burns you to your core. When you know this shit is wrong, but you do it anyway because you're in
Listen.
compliance. Yes.
There's as I'm every every year I get older, I see the importance of preserving energy. Like there's certain arguments I'm not gonna have, interactions I'm not gonna have because you have to preserve energy, right? With the way society is, there's so much thrown at us with the economy, gas, this, that, the subscriptions for everything. There's so much happening that people literally cannot care. They want to care, but they cannot care, right? Like there's parents who have their kids.
That's
and
by design.
Daycare is expensive. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's easy ways to just sneak stuff in. We talked about how if you guys are familiar with how Congress and stuff pass bills, the bills be 400 pages in a tome this big, and it'll be named
The Happy
Save
Bill.
All Children.
Yes.
Save all children in the world bill, right? But then on page 357, it'll have something that is completely unconstitutional that cannot get passed, or the opposite, right?
Yes.
That they can slip in there to pass through. That big bill is what everybody's mental is right now. It's a bunch of tabs just open. They slip something in to the point where you feel it and you go, damn, I can't do nothing about it, right? So right now, before we got on, Pops, we were talking about everything that's happening to cars, like the newer cars that are about to come out.
Oh, yeah.
How it's about to turn everything into like a real deep state surveillance. But you need cars. You need your car, right?
Check this out. Yeah, let me get to that so we don't blow it. Any cars made... Now, Biden passed this bill in 2021, right? Any cars made from 2026 and on are all built with technology in it that reads your lips, watches your eyes, gathers sound, and all of these things. Your car is a snitch. Your car will snitch on you if you're inebriated, you look like you're in distress. If you have a criminal record, the Ford technology that they're trying to get approved will pull the car over and trap you in it. Now, the new cars too, this is in the BMWs and them high price cars already. You can't pop the trunk on the car and have your uncle, who's a certified mechanic, work on the car. You purchase the car, but you can't pop the hood no more. And if you do pop it, you void the warranty, or you could face criminal charges because they don't want you messing. They want exclusivity to their level of technology and only want their mechanics to work on their cars. They're gonna have a side entrance in the door where you put fluid, like windshield wiper fluid and something else. That is it. If you change a headlight, I'm from the hood. If you miss a headlight, we just go down Jerome Avenue, one of the junkyards, and buy a light. Can't do it now because every part of this vehicle has a serial number or a VIN number that if you replace it, the dashboard won't come on. This is where they're going. And Flock is not just checking license plates. The shit is picking up your headphones, your phone, everything. It's all, everywhere you go now, we are in a surveillance state. But goddamn, in my car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I could be stressed for a number. The shit is looking at my pupils. The shit is reading my lips. And you already know the heated seat shit is a premium feature. That'll be $29.99 a month, nigga. Yeah. Really? For heat?
Yeah.
And Malcolm, you gonna think I'm lying? The new refrigerators coming out in 2026. When you purchase them, they give you 1 year free ice making. With the fridge. Come with the fridge, you know. After that, you got to pay $29 for your fridge to make ice.
And again, so you as a reasonable person will go, that's ridiculous. But they're gonna make it to where they force your hand and lead you down to that path, whether you like it or not.
I'm going to get me a 1995 Corolla.
Until the gas can't work with that car, then what?
Yeah. But this is where this shit is going. And
It is.
you
bro.
will
It
own
is.
nothing
It's crazy.
and love it. Ain't that what they said?
Listen. The Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders came out, right? And they're pre-selling a digital game, right? Like it's gonna run out. Like before you pre-sold something to get like first dibs at it and stuff like that. But it's a digital game, whatever. Then they upped the price. Games used to be $50, then $60. Now the game is $80 base, and then the exclusive version is $100.
Yep.
It's kind of nasty.
Eli pre-ordered the exclusive. Yep.
Yeah, I know he did. And then the physical game, the physical copy, quote unquote, doesn't even come with a physical disc. It just comes with a download.
Yeah. So.
Nasty.
You gotta buy inside, like tokens and stuff.
Oh yeah, the game used to be stagnant where once you played the game, that was it. Now you could buy tokens and advancements. They just found a way to really extend this thing out. You will own nothing in the future, and you will love it. I don't even own my car. I just paid $120,000 for this car, and it's snitching on me, and I can't pop the hood. So then I don't own the car.
Yeah.
Y'all own the car. I'm basically renting the car.
Yeah.
All right, now
Essentially,
it's
that's
time
crazy,
for a commercial break. But I want to tell you a story
Okay.
about this bully in my hood named Tony, right? I told you about Ali, who used to catch me before school. He used to suck his thumb and play with my ear, and I had to stay there until he finished. Well, there was another bully in my hood named Tony, and he used to run up on me and say, "Yo, D, if you say my name out loud, I'm gonna crush you. I dare you say my name. You know my name is Tony. I dare you say it." But I had mind control over Tony. So I would be like, well, why not?
Am I slow? I didn't.
His name was Tony. He said, I better not say it. So I said, why not?
Tony and River.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very slow, Malcolm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. You.
Tony, why not?
It's the way you say it.
Tony, why not?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah. That took me a while.
Anywho,
Whatever.
let's get to a commercial. Let's open up with Priestess Yendez commercial, and then we'll come back in a few after that. I think we got 2 commercials, then we'll come back and we'll build
back.
on that. Yep.
Hit the like button, bro. Almost
Please
14
hit the
on
like
him.
button.
Hit the like button, bro.
As a woman of a certain age, there comes a time when our bodies begin to speak, to shift, to change, but not about something that's ending, but about becoming more aware, more attuned, more seasoned, and more aligned with our truth. Women are opening these pages and remembering themselves. This is more than a book. This is a return, a remembrance, a chrysalis opening. Living like a menopause goddess. And this is only the beginning.
wish you loved yourself as much as getting likes on Facebook, as much as pizza or fried chicken, as much as smoking weed, as much as bacon. Wish you loved yourself as much as knowing what Beyonce and Jay-Z did last night, as much as playing head games, as much as getting the latest Jordans, as much as getting drunk, as much as waiting for something to happen.
And we are back in the flesh, in the building. I want to speak about my friend, my dear friend, Yendez. I think I've known at least a quarter of a century or some shit, long time. A long time. And ever since I met her, this is who she has been: an enlightener, a teacher, a spiritual guide. She oozes feminine energy whenever you're around her. I never see her off keel, you know what I mean? And things of that nature, very beautiful. And so this book, when I got it, Living Like a Menopause Goddess, at first I said to myself, well, this is for women. And then I said, no. This is for everybody. This is for men who have women of that age. This is cracking the code to give us information on how to deal with our women as they go through these stages. Because believe it or not, they get more and more powerful. This is why I tell young men, dude, you are just tapping the surface if you're just trying to get a little ass or something. Dude, the women are pages and pages and pages, and they only reveal their truest secrets to those who are worthy of them. And you as a man have to reach that level where she's just revealing it all to you. And this book right here, Living Like a Menopause Goddess, the chrysalis stage. You know my English is bad. Now, you can find this book at Amazon. You can scam the code on the side and get paid. I'm going to read the back of this because it's that important. This book is a personal, spiritual health and wellness guide, a reclamation of divine womanhood through the pre-pausal menopause and post-menopause stages. It also invites our men and our partners to learn more about how to support us and foster compassionate relationships through deeper understanding. Through reflection, storytelling, rituals, and practical guidance, this work was created to offer clarity, comfort, and inspiration. My intention is to help women rediscover their sacred power and return to themselves crowned, not with shame or fear, but with grace, wisdom, and sovereignty. You are ready to meet your menopause goddess. This book is offered to you as a practical application manual and a personal and spiritual guide for women journeying through the transformative rhythm of perimenopause and menopause. It is not meant to be read in one sitting or in linear order. It invites you to pick up intuitiveness, open up any page or section, and receive the wisdom that speaks to you in that moment. Just like an oracle, it may speak directly to your present state, offering you insights, affirmations, a simple and simply gently guide nudge towards some deeper inner reflections. I invite you to use it daily, weekly, or whenever your spirit calls for it. This is a living guide meant to evolve with you.
Okay.
So,
Shout out to Yendez.
Yes, this is powerful. We will have her on at the end of one of our shows, and what we'll do is we'll have the women call in. You know what I mean, or put their questions in the chat section, and we'll have the women, ask questions, and Yendez will gladly come on the screen, answer them. And even for men, women are going through this stage, and you think, yo, she acting strange all of a sudden. No, these are the rites of passage. These are the periods as they return to their sacredness. And so it is what it is. Of course. Oh, we giving away 3 copies. I'm sorry. So we're giving away 3 copies. Who are the 3 copies going to? The first 3 people who email us at sales? Yeah, the first 3 people that email us at sales@urbanx.nyc, courtesy of Yendez. You know what I mean? We're going to do that. Shout out my man Ken, who's releasing another volume of his musical piece. Malcolm, you want to get in and make some announcements real quick?
No, let's keep going, and then I'll come back to it.
Okay. Because that took a little minute. Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Sticking with music, Lizzo put out an album recently, and it sold 3,000. It sold less than 3,000 albums.
No, did she sell 30,000 copies?
3,000.
Damn. You know who else sold 3,000 copies? Will Smith. Will Smith dropped a new album. Yep, you didn't even know. See? 3,000 copies.
Shit.
So, God damn.
Yeah. So listen, I'm not gonna lie. There were a few Lizzo songs that I liked, but I don't know if I liked them because they were everywhere. If that makes sense, like they were in commercials.
You mean prior to this?
Prior to this, yeah.
She's a good songwriter.
So
I don't know if she writes them, but yeah.
I've always thought she was pretty talented, but a lot of people, she had a lawsuit come out about her. She did a lot, during the time. Remember, she went to the Lakers game, her ass out and stuff like that.
Yeah,
she did a lot.
She was doing a lot. She was doing a lot.
And I think personality-wise, it kind of turned off a lot of people. And then it seems like she didn't really have that strong of a fan base to begin with. A lot of it was industry backing. Manufactured rather than, actual fan base.
Because your fan base, let's keep it a bean, Malcolm. You don't go from selling whatever she was selling to 3,000. Your fan base don't dwindle that bad. Yeah. Especially if you didn't say nothing about the Jaywalkers or the alphabet community. You ain't do none of that. Then your sales don't dwindle like that. Now, Will Smith, it's a lot going on with Mr. Smith right now. So,
I didn't know he put out an album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See,
3,000 copies. See,
I think, I think I could sell 3,000 copies right now, Malcolm. Shit.
Right now.
Right now.
What we're seeing, because it's a rap recession. It's a music recession. Like, it feels like nobody has it figured out anymore on what moves anything. Like, it feels like executives who made their bones early 2000s, where you could put out anything and make a lot of money off putting out anything, they've gotten to this point, and it's still like Steve Stout. I can't stand him, but he always is talking to you like you're stupid. But nobody knows where this thing is going anymore. The fact, like, Will Smith can't sell more than 3,000, that's crazy to me. Like, he should be at least be able to a few 100,000. You know what I mean? Like, nothing.
Let's listen. Remember in the 90s when even Diddy and Jay-Z and Snoop and all of them were making their money, they were physical copies, right?
Yeah.
The distribution, when Dame came along and figured out the game, right? Mm-hmm. He came along, he figured it out. He got together with the brothers and said, look, y'all cover that coast, we'll cover this. That's when all the charges came down, right?
Yeah.
So behind the scenes, the gatekeepers were saying they figured this part out. We gotta shift it. Then they shifted it to the 360 deal, right?
Yeah.
So that no matter where you getting money, we getting money. Then they went digital. And when they went digital, they had a period within there where artists were confused. How much money am I making? How many sales?
Yeah.
They confused the artists, but it also confused them. You know what I mean? To the point where now you have bots and all of this stuff, because the minute you open up to the artificial realm or the invisible money realm, right?
Yeah.
You open it up to those who can manipulate numbers any way they like. And so it sucked the life and the money out of the industry to now they're sitting there like, what's next? Because streaming is dead now.
Yeah. It
So
is.
now you selling your IP and your intellectual property, and what's next? And we just showed you an era is dying. All of them old dudes, Quincy Jones, who got off real easy, he came and left. Clarence, Avant.
Avon.
You can throw Clive Davis in there. A lot of them, Russell Simmons, a lot of them are falling by the wayside because they represent an old paradigm. So now, rap as you know it is over. When everybody rapping, nobody rapping. Shout out
Music.
Lord Finesse, that's music in general. Lord Finesse made a very good point. He said, back in the days, in the 90s, the 80s, you couldn't afford to purchase 10 people's album at once. It was too much money. So you had to make an educated choice based on word of mouth, because I can only get 2 albums, right? And you stood with them 2 albums you got because you couldn't afford to. But when all the music is available, and it's like it's like going to an all-you-can-eat spot. You see all that shit.
Stomach hurt.
Your stomach hurt.
Stomach
You
hurt
can't eat
after a
all
while.
that shit.
Yeah.
You just can't eat in your mind. You like, I'm gonna eat that, then I'm gonna go get some of that. And by the time you get 2 plates of that shit, and they know it, that's why it's designed that way.
Yeah.
So music became less powerful than when I went and bought a cassette of Eric B. and Rakim, or Long Live the Kane, or the Slick Rick's album, The Adventures of Slick Rick. And you had to sit with them albums, rewinding them, playing them over and over, because you just couldn't afford to go by, except when they came out with the penny albums. What was that? Well, I can buy 12 albums for 10 cents. What's the name of that company, T? And you never paid them people back?
Me?
No, y'all know who I'm talking about. It's the company, you get 15 albums for $1. And then they say, okay, now we're going to bill you. Come on, somebody in the chat
A
know.
lifeline.
Somebody in the chat know.
I don't know what
Somebody in the chat know. We used to buy all of them fucking albums. Then you would get 10 albums at one time.
Oh,
Columbia House. Columbia
Shout out to
House.
Chad.
Yeah, perfect. Them motherfuckers, right? So you cherished the music you got. There wasn't 150 podcasts or YouTube channels just flooding you with music. You had your main radio station that played music at night or whatever, and so it was a different vibe to the music. When everybody and music is everywhere, you oversaturate, and that's where we are.
It's something like dangerous when gatekeepers don't know what they're gatekeeping anymore, or like they don't know how to control anything. Because you see Ebro and all of them at the radio, they don't know how to put a not a stop to something. They don't know how to grab something anymore. Like that's why they mad at academics. They mad at this person. They mad at over here. Elliot Wilson is mad. Nobody's reading, interviews anymore. They're not reading articles anymore. Like he wants really, really long form, interviews and stuff like that. People don't got time for that. Like they cannot figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a real interesting thing to see. And again, something I never thought I'd see in my lifetime where, again, an entire guard is gone. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like I'm watching artists damn near like go broke, not be able to sell albums, not be able to sell tickets, not be able to sell merch.
Yes.
Have to throw a bunch of stuff at the wall. It's interesting, bro. It's
interesting. But remember, birth is violent. Birth of something new. There's always a transformative period, and we gotta make it. But we gotta come out with control. And if we come through this process and they dangle something else in front of us that puts us back into slavery, then what's the point? What's the point?
I wonder what's gonna be the next. I wonder what's gonna be the next thing too. Like, where do you even go?
Yeah,
they probably figured it out, but
yep. And they're gonna give you problem, reaction, solution. And to see the music is down, streaming. We don't know who's really streaming, who's stealing. But now, this Bitcoin ability to do this can ensure. Trust me, they're gonna be working on it somehow, some way. Shout out to the person who said they would always send their neighbor, they would always send their a Columbia House shit to their neighbor's house. That ain't my address, nigga. And I remember I got like a stack. I said, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Well, I'm 58 years old. I'm only dating myself, shit, And so
you
that's,
know who else?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, my bad.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know who else has a birthday coming up soon? Is aging themselves.
Oh, don't tell me, my girl. My girl, Tashina
Sunday.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sheena.
Birthday shout out. Early birthday shout out.
Yeah. Because I know if I miss, I know you that. You can lie if you want, nigga. I know if I miss, you that. We grew up together, nigga. Back, nigga. Straight up. So, shout out to my girl, Tashina Arnold. Cancer season is here. And her birthday is Sunday, the 28th. Yeah, my mom's birthday is the day before, the 27th. So shout out the Cancers. It's your
Noble
time.
is turning 6.
Yep. My grandson is turning 6. Shout out to my grandbabies. They came to hang out with me and witness history. They were in the building with me. Not that they gave a shit. That the Knicks, after 53 years, won the title. One day, I'll show them the tape and be like, y'all was in the building. Not that they gave a shit. But they did have fun with Pampar. We had a great time. So shout outs to all of the Cancers and those who have birthdays coming. Your son is on the 28th? I love it. Yeah.
Yogi G.
All right, now, let's get to it.
Also,
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Did that just cut out? I didn't hear it.
Nope. Up.
Cancers rock. Shout out.
Cancers rock. Cancers rock. Absolutely. In the building. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I wanted to talk about something.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. So I wanted to shout out Coach Derek Bell of Gorilla Prince Athletics. His summer program is about to pop. It might have started already, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it. I started with Gorilla Prince. I think I was 15 when I met him. I was invited to a football combine in Jersey, right? By my old Pop Warner coach. Me and Pops, we went down there, had all our stuff, and I had never I had been involved with any combine stuff like that. So I'm just out there running. I'm doing 1-on-1s. I'm doing 40s. I'm doing all that stuff. And you were in the stands, and you and Dirk were kicking it. And I remember when we left, we were in the car going home, and you guys, yo, the guy was next to, he was talking. I think he knows what he's talking about. And I was in the 10th grade. Again, I had no idea about football recruiting, about the entire process. I just thought if you do good, coaches will come find you. You get recruited. That's how, everything happens. And it's really not like that. It's a very, very it can be a tricky, difficult process.
Absolutely.
So we got with Derek, got his contact information, and I had my first one-on-one session with him. We went out to Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx at the football field, and within 30 minutes, I was staring at my breakfast that I had that morning.
Absolutely,
I remember. Like that. He is like that, right? But again, just from the training with him, how detailed he was, how sharp he was when it came to the combine testing, how much detail he talked about working muscles that you don't see, right? We don't see the hamstring muscles. We don't see the fibers in your foot. We don't see those things that prevent injury. He was really big on strengthening those muscles, strengthening your core so you're not hurt, so you can have a long season, so you can have, success on the field. And he was really, really big on that. So that was one thing I think separated him from any other, strength and conditioning coach I had worked with to that point. So we were like really locked in on that. And then the summer leading into my senior year, I worked with Derek. I worked with his son O'Shea, his son Damon, my man Kev, my man Jay. It was 6 of us, and Skylar was, he was a young one with us.
Yeah.
And we worked like literally every day. It was Monday through Wednesday on the football field, in the weight room, Thursday on the field, Friday on the beach. And that was the hardest I had ever worked at anything to that point.
Yes.
Right. It was in the summertime. And what I learned that still sticks with me to this day as an adult now is the level of sacrifice that you have to put up with for a goal that you actually want. It was the summertime, and I had to watch out what I was eating. I had to go to sleep early. I could not just go hang out with my friends because I knew I had to work out in the morning. And I learned those habits early. And a lot of kids now, when they're coming up, they're playing sports, they see the NIL deal. They see these lives that they think they want. They see these goals that they think they want. And they don't understand the gravity when it comes to certain goals. You want to go D1, that means you have no life other than this sport that you're playing and school. That is it. And kids are not ready for that aspect. Coach Derek and the good folks at Gorilla Prince, they are actively instilling these habits in kids at now before they even get to school, before they even waste your money. So one piece of advice I will give to anybody who is looking to try to get their child to the next level: invest in your child, invest in quality training. Get with Derek if you're in the New York tri-state area, because his results obviously speak for themselves. He has a few All-Americans, and he has an NFL player, his son, who was just drafted this year. I'm still close with everybody I worked with. When I was in high school, that's me right there. I won MVP at that combine, my junior year in high school. And again, just from what he was teaching me in a lot of those drills, my 3 by 10 by 5, short shuttle time was crazy. I was doing my thing in the 1-on-1s. My 40 was decent. It wasn't groundbreaking, but everything else, my scores got me to MVP. But I say that to say, get with Derek Bell. Go to GorillaPrinceAthletics.com. I'm going to have the link down below. Get with him. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to kind of highlight those good good folks.
And from a parent's perspective, I immediately understood the investment. The way he was speaking, what he was talking about, and his commitment to young people, I immediately, and it's hard for parents because they're thinking about the bills and this and that. I just watched the NBA draft. Shout out to the NBA draft.
Right.
Young players, and all of them was speaking about, there was a time when their coach said to them, if you want to be the number one pick or something, here is the roadmap. Derek always gives that roadmap. And now he's got a center, a wellness center he's connected to his children that's scanning your body, hyperbaric tanks, stuff that's checking your pulse. So he's taking this thing to a next level. If you in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, I'm telling you, as a parent, this man, I told you, he done trained Tom Brady, a few other people. He knows what he's doing. And not all parents see it early. I saw it early. And I said, as long as Malcolm commits, I'll commit. So shout out Gorilla Prince. I think Malcolm was a 4.7.
At the Under Armour Combine in Baltimore, we did it at the Baltimore Ravens Stadium. I ran a 4.6. That was the fastest I ever got.
You was able to get. But you also broke the record there with the shuttle. But
they scratched it.
You clipped that last cone. Yes.
It was the 3-cone drill, and different combines had different rules. So at the National Underclassmen Combine, you can knock over a cone and it'll be fine. The Nike Combine, you can knock over a cone and it might be okay. At the Under Armour, they were sticklers. So I did the 3-cone drill, so you kind of got to run back and forth, hit an L, come back. I did that shit so fast, but I knocked over a cone at the last second, and they scratched the time. And he said that would have been a record, son. And then he deleted the time off his watch.
Yep. And he said, I got good news and bad news. That's the record. I ain't never seen no shit that fast. But turn around, and it was a cone down.
My short shuttle time, I ran a 4.16. 4.16. Yeah, something ill. But my 40 time was never.
But shit, it started at a 5-something. So you.
Yeah.
That was how I met Derek. I said, yo, because Derek had the clock in his hand. Yeah. He said, why is your son standing so high? And then I said, so what was his time? He said, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
So, anywho, with that being said, let's get back to work.
Let's get some stuff. Let's get back to some stuff. Man.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
All right. I saw this. I saw Dame Dash rapping. Disturbed me.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What's that about?
At first, I was like, okay, Dame. He just Now I'm actually like concerned at this point. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah. Listen, when history, and this is my thing. I've never met Dame in my life. He was so intricate in us breaking out of the matrix of music, right? Maybe his tactics were a little, shaky on how aggressive he was, but he saw, as a hustler, he saw the hustle. You can't hustle me once I see the hustle, right? And he tried to unite these brothers to take this shit over. He became public enemy number one. Prior to that was Professor Griff, okay? In my humble opinion, prior to that was Professor Griff, because he started speaking truth to power about who the Jaywalkers was and who truly ran the industry. So certain individuals come along and they get rid of those individuals. Rick Rubin and them got rid of Professor Griff because you can't be spilling the beans on who is enslaving y'all. You know what I mean? And so every cycle, somebody comes along and speaks up. And when it came to that frequency of hip hop, when we started getting real big money, Dame is the most important figure in hip hop history. I don't care what nobody say, you will not convince me otherwise. However, over the course of this period, maybe due to what he's going through, he's put himself in position. Remember, okay, if you saw my last episode when I was breaking down Disclosure, the movie, I spoke about your frequency that's unique to you. And when you stay within that frequency, it's very strong frequency. It may not emanate everywhere, right? But it's strong because it's yours. When you start delving out of that, the distortion kicks in. And once the distortion kicks in, confusion kicks in. And that's what happened to Kanye. That's what's happening to Dame Dash now, because you're rapping and you're doing things that were above you. You were here to shake up the industry. You were here to unite the brothers, and you gave it a goddamn good go at it. Even I give you grace when you got up on the Breakfast Club and you told them the truth. You niggas is nothing but workers. You know what I mean? And you own nothing until we own something, then what really matters, right? But when you come out of your frequency, you not a rapper. That ain't your thing. So you coming out of your frequency, and that leads to distortion. And that's where we are now with it. It's in a distorted state. That's all I can really say about that. Yep. I'm going to speak about Griff in a minute. Hold on. Yep.
Yeah, again, I'm watching him, and he just looks like he's grasping for straws as well. Like he's looking for anything. And I don't even think he even takes that serious. I feel like he's trying to get all the attention he can to get back on more interviews. I don't know how much he's making from interviews. I don't know how much he needs. It's rough to watch. It is.
It is, and it happens to a lot of us who we used to a certain lifestyle, and we speak truth to power, and nobody listens, nobody cares, because the industry is feeding all of these dudes. These dudes ain't never gonna turn on Jay-Z and them dudes, because them dudes is feeding a lot of people. And when poverty is your religion, money is your God, I already told you. Brothers will sell you out in a minute for a hot meal. And so, just something to think about. Let me get to Griff real quick. Shout out to the God, Professor Griff. Not only does he have a new album out called Om, I don't want to mess the name up. Let me get the name correct. But he also has a fundraiser, it's called Soul of Om by Soul Om Collective. When music becomes medicine, every note becomes a prayer. And so, as you know, Griff does everything with a purpose. And he has a GoFundMe out, Rebel with a Pause. He's doing a documentary on his life. And in it will be what I just mentioned, how he made a covenant with Public Enemy that we was gonna come in and shake up the industry, and then we were gone, and then the money got good, and the fame got good to a few of them, and all of that stuff got good, but he never moved off his square. He stayed within his vibratory frequency till this day, when everybody else shunned him, and they banned him from the group, and they tried to burn his goddamn house down and took shots at him and all of those things. One thing is, he has been consistent about the love for his people, the love for music, the love for our culture. And so now he's doing a documentary. GoFundMe is, I think it's The Life of Professor Griff. If you go to GoFundMe, maybe Little Goddess can find the actual link and put it in the, the piece for me. yours truly, will be in the documentary. And so we will tell his story from beginning to end because it's time now. You know what I'm saying? His story should be told. And so shout out to Professor Griff. Love you, not like a brother. You are my brother, my mentor, one of the ones who took me under the wing and just showed me a lot of love and a lot of respect. And so with that being said, salute.
Absolutely.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Guys, did you guys hear about the Detroit Lions football player? His name is Tyrion Arnold. That might be your cousin. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
that might be your cousin. So he just turned himself in, I think, on 4 felony charges for robbery and kidnapping. Okay, I'm reading to you what how the story started. Apparently, it started after Tyrion Arnold and several others had property stolen from an Airbnb that the player rented in Largo in early February. Investigators say that he believed that the victims that the eventual victims of this robbery that he committed were responsible. So he got them kidnapped. He actually had people streaming, like showing, FaceTiming what was happening, and he was kind of directing what to do on the phone with them. And it's a lot more that kind of goes into it. But he's wilding, and he's facing up to life in prison for this. He decent player. He played for Alabama with Nick Saban and all that stuff, and now he's about to be in jail forever. And
He's
everybody
going to Yale. Yes.
Everybody snitched on him. It is sad.
It's sad, but you either think you're above the law or you thought street code was going to apply to the reciprocation, right? So that's where the problem comes in. He thought this is some street-ish. You know me.
Yeah.
You know me, nigga. I ain't going to jail for stupid shit you did, right?
Yeah.
So these dudes he captured, kidnapped, threatened to kill.
Allegedly, all allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly.
All alleged.
They went straight to the police, the white ones, not the polite ones, right? And now your career's over. Side note, I want to go back to the draft, the NBA draft, right? The green room, it was not a lot of snow bunnies in the green room this year. Wasn't a lot of snow bunnies, Malcolm. I saw black athletes with black families. And that made me proud. Because, there's usually a ton of Beckys. And they just be walking around with him on the arm, looking at their parents through the camera like, I got one. Right? I didn't see a lot of that. I saw, families together supporting, you know what I mean? And just saying, not that love ain't love and all that shit,
It's weird now because, before there was one year where every draft story, like every person drafted, the story was worse than the next one. It was just like,
it just got bad. Damn. This now, the whole goddamn world.
With a lot of former players, kids getting drafted and stuff like that, you don't hear a lot of those stories anymore, and you're seeing like a lot of families, like mom, dad,
yes,
at the draft together. They've married, they've been together for a long time, they got him in the best schools, and they got him to this point. So it is interesting to see the change in that as well.
Yeah. Side note, Malcolm, I'm big on side notes.
This is
LeBron James is going to be a grandfather.
That is not Bronny. Stop it.
That's not Bronny?
That's not Bronny.
That's not Bronny.
They showed the picture with their faces clear. That's not Bronny. Look at you starting rumors.
Fake news?
Oh my gosh. It's not Ronnie.
All right.
You got issues, man.
Okay.
Issues. Yo, did you see? I forget who it was. It might have been Kendrick Perkins. It was somebody saying that baseball, tennis is already an expensive sport, right? So it's hard for black kids in the neighborhood to get into tennis because it can be an expensive sport. Baseball has turned into that as well. Teams, AAU, stuff like that. Basketball is happening with basketball as well now. Because to get on these national circuits, you have to pay a lot of money to have your kid have your kid travel with this team. They need to be in this program. They need to probably go to this school. A lot of these sports are going to get a lot of entry into professional sports is going to be even tighter now because it's hard to
because there's so many
parents to kind of
because there are only so many AAU slots now, right?
Yeah.
So you have to pay. Shout out Kendrick Perkins, who became the general manager at Jackson State University, HBCU, for their program. Clap that up.
Nice.
Shout out,
Nice.
So Mal, let's go to a commercial break, second commercial break, and then we're gonna come out and fire off and get up out of here.
All right.
All right.
Right back. Get your questions ready too, guys.
All right.
Welcome to Formulating Vibes, where science meets luxury skincare. We create handcrafted body care, hair care, and self-care products designed to make you feel confident, soft, and beautifully cared for. From rich body oils and creamy lotions to custom formulations and signature scents, every product is created with intention, chemistry, and grown woman energy. Whether you're shopping for yourself, building your brand, or looking for luxury skincare made with love, Formulating Vibes has you covered. Formulating luxury skincare for all your needs. Tap in, shop now, and catch the vibe, okay?
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, your favorite angel oracle. When was the last time you had a spiritual tune-up or felt truly aligned? All my angel services, whether it's an oracle card reading, chakra balancing session, or even mental healing sessions, are a channel to help provide you assistance on your journey. Whether you're looking for clarity, balance, or just direction, your journey is always evolving with every intentional decision. Connect with me today. Visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to see all services and availability, or call or text me at 786-828-8722. I'm so grateful to continue to be a vessel assisting you on your journey. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
Yeah,
there's a versus happening right now with Pretty Ricky versus B2K, and I heard Pretty Ricky is putting belt to ass right now.
Okay.
Against, and I had a feeling that would happen because Pretty Ricky was more like raunchy grown music, and we're adults now, so
yeah.
B2K performing their kid hits is weird.
It's a splitting audience.
It won't hit the same.
Yep. Shout out Formulating Vibes. See some of these oils here for your body, for your soul. You know what I mean? Shout out Ascending Infinite Goddess and all that they do. Malcolm, I heard we only got 600 and something likes. That's embarrassing.
Likes up,
1,300 people in here. Please.
Likes up.
Please get them likes up. It helps the video, helps us do what it is that we do. Shout out R.I.P. Danny Simmons, Russell Simmons' brother. All right?
Oh.
Philanthropist, artist, poet. He's their older brother, and he's been on the circuit for a very long time, and he recently passed away. So I want to send a condolence to the Simmons family. All right?
Okay.
Malcolm, did you hear about the Wall Street executive who got fired? Puerto Rican lady named, let me get her name right, Angie Baez. Her job was paying her $250,000 to $300,000. This was her first year on the job, right? She emptied out a garbage can, a Nick logoed garbage can, dumped all the garbage on the street. They filmed her doing it. They show her on the train taking the garbage can home, and JP Morgan fired her. $300,000.
So her job, the thing was, she worked for a startup company that JP Morgan absorbed. She became an executive in JP Morgan as part of the deal, I believe, when the JP Morgan absorbed that job. Because people showed her resume and it looked insane. I was like, I know people who work for JP Morgan and they don't play that with the shit that was on her resume.
Gotcha.
Right? It looked super unprofessional.
I wouldn't give a shit. $300,000?
I think they were looking to fire her already because
you might be right.
That makes no sense. Like I'm doing this at home. I'm not doing this in a JP Morgan uniform. I have no logo on. Who would know I work for JP Morgan but y'all? For y'all to fire me for that.
You know, people take your picture. They said, now she eating out of the trash can.
That's funny. That is funny.
But the decisions you make, how do you go home and be like, honey, we need to talk after dinner? You know what I mean? Put some of that, put that in the fridge. We're gonna be needing that later. I just lost my job, but we got this garbage can as a memento.
And as somebody said, now they're selling those cans on Amazon now.
Yeah.
So she didn't even have to do that. That's tough, bro.
Yeah. That's a
That
tough
is
one,
tough.
man.
Jesus.
That's a tough one.
Jesus. 6-figure job.
Did you hear
Goodness,
about
man.
Oprah Winfrey's remarks about Whitney Houston lately?
Yeah, and I'm one. Okay, so for those who didn't hear, she said that during Whitney's performance on her show, she fell during the performance. She said she thinks she was high during the show, and she told the audience not to say anything about it. I guess as a way to protect Whitney's, comeback and stuff like that. And I forgot who came out and disputed that and said Oprah's lying.
And now that Clive Davis is dead, and people going to start connecting Clive Davis once again to her situation, you're going to try to throw Whitney under the bus?
Under the bus, right. It was nasty.
This nasty work. Oprah, man, she be on some nasty shit, bro.
It was nasty. And her Gail, they always do these things where like they like wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Like why is Whitney the punching bag for controversy now that Clive is gone? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whack. I didn't like that at all.
Let me ask you this. Did you hear about the contract that Kanye West has with Tampa Bay?
No.
Now,
I feel like I saw something about it. I kind of scrolled, but what happened?
So he's getting ready to perform this weekend, I think, in Tampa Bay. And he has something put in his contract where if they cancel it due to some stuff he said prior, they still got to pay him. So they on the hook for $45 million whether he performs or not.
Jeez.
And because it's a public-owned stadium, that's what it is. It's not privately owned. See, privately owned stadiums, they got a little bit more leeway on how they go about this. It's a publicly owned stadium. And so he had something in there where if they bring up his anti-Semitic remarks or this and that, or whatever it is he do, that they got to pay him anyway. So he will be performing this weekend.
Damn. But who would make that deal anyway? Like, put that in the contract anyway?
What do you mean?
Unless you would, because like, why would that be in the contract unless they were already thinking about canceling it? If that makes sense.
That's my point. His lawyers are getting ahead of the game now, and when they set up stadiums, they putting a clause in there. If you can't now, if he say something new or something, you know, but if you're gonna base it on something he's already apologized for, he's already taken the tour. Yeah. He's already put the yarmulke on and whispered into the wall and shit. He's already done all that. Then, you know, you got to pay for that.
Did you see the ADL? They put out a announcement about a new anti-Semitic slur. And the slur is goy slop. Now, we know the word goyim. We know that means anybody that is not of that faith, right? Now, the people, the goyim, they have co-opted the word and added slop on the end of it and said food organizations, fast food organizations that are tied to that community is called goy slop. So now, people who are called the term have co-opted the term, and then now that is anti-Semitic. Do you see the game?
That's game.
Now, that's crazy.
Through Flock and a couple of these other organizations, if you say, hold on to your seats, I love my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, they are trying to make that an anti-Semitic statement because subconsciously you're saying you don't like them. These people got a lot of power. And you need to be careful out there. Malcolm, I already told you when it's time for you to denounce me, I'm good. You know?
Okay.
We have an understanding. You get up there. Eli, I told Eli too. You give your speech. I denounce the sayings of my dad. That nigga crazy. He liable to say anything. I do not want to be associated with those statements. And I will not take it personal. I will not.
Got you.
Yeah, we good.
That's funny. Yo, you guys are up on the big ticket drama?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, Big Tigger's in some trouble.
Now.
Be fair.
Did you hear about his wife?
I heard about his wife.
Okay.
Well, you know, you need to know who you linking up with.
All right, so he just got arrested for child endangerment and I think domestic abuse, something like that. And his wife came online, showed pictures of her face, she had gashes on her face, asked him what happened here, and then he denied everything. It got quiet after a while, but people started doing investigations into her because apparently she got some mess with her
Oh yeah,
child
she got some issues
before Tigger, and the baby father was on radio station saying he still don't know where his daughter is. I believe she's like 17 now. Hadn't seen her for over a decade. I think she changed her name. He don't know where she's at. It's wild.
I'm with you. They call me Kia. I don't think he did it.
Yo, you know what? I've always found Tigger to be weird. I don't know why.
Well, you heard what I don't wanna get into what Superhead and them said. And Ma Barker, Coogee Rap's wife, she says some wild shit about this one. So it's a family show. I don't want to do that, you know. But I've heard.
But I don't believe he did that either. Though. Like,
I don't believe he did that either. No.
I don't know.
But that's just me. But look at her face, you know. And she could have did that to herself. Darius, thank you for the Cash App. She could have did that to herself, Malcolm. But I will say this. A lot of these dudes who don't like women but have a woman with them, you know, they get real weird with it. So, you know.
Okay.
That's all I'll
Somebody
say.
said black need $2 million to retire. I
Say it again?
Probably. Rock says Americans need $2 million to be able to retire.
Oh yeah,
It's probably more than that.
4.6 to be exact. You used to be able to retire off 200,000. Now you need 1.5 million just to retire. That's how expensive it is. Damn. And it brings me to another report that came out and said 1 in 3 adults 35 years or under are still home with their mommy and daddy. That's like, Malcolm, you in my house right now. And I'm like, yo, nigga, I mean, goddamn. Like, you planning on doing anything with your life and shit? You in the fridge, shut the fuck up, Dad. I'm here too, you know, and shit. And, you know, so, but I am with the essence of we put our kids out too young as black people. At 18 years old, you got to get a job and you out of here, right? Whereas the Mexicans and others, they have a more cooperative economics where as long as you bring in money in, we can stay here together and then we can get a bigger home, and they keep their family structure together more. I will say that. At 18, mama is at odds with the daughter. You ain't gonna bring no man up in this house. You can fuck out my house. And at 18, these kids don't know shit from shit. So I will say 18 is too young. 24, 25.
Yeah.
You know.
18 by my own. Oh my God. I don't even want to think.
Jeesh.
Yeah.
Right? Now, with that being said,
think about that.
I had my own apartment at 16. And so I had to grow up faster, but you don't want your children, you want them, but you don't want them sitting around. Don't get me wrong. You don't want them sitting around smoking weed, playing PlayStation with no vision and no dreams. It's not what we're talking about. You know what I mean? But so, 35. That's the new, all right, I'm ready, Ma. I'm ready, Dad. You know. Yeah.
That's because, again, we don't live intentionally. Until a lot of people, not just black people, a lot of people, it doesn't start to click until like after 30. I promise you, and I shit y'all not. It feels like I felt my frontal lobe form at 31. I felt like I was just in my house one day and I'm just like, oh, wait, I should put some money where to invest right now. I should open up it felt like it happened at one time. So yeah, that's tough. That's tough for a lot of people. And then the way the economy is now, it's tough. The way the job market is now, it's crazy.
And we gotta find a way to make it work together. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that guy? He went viral on TikTok. Black dude, looks like he's a pretty successful dude. He was talking about Oaks Bluff in Martha's Vineyard. Apparently, it's a very affluent black community in Martha's Vineyard, and he was basically like, "Don't bring that shit here. Like, that's not what we do here." He says, "Doctors here, his lawyers here, his professionals here, CEOs." He said, "Just don't bring the noise here," and people got offended. Now, I think people who got offended are who he was talking about staying away from. Like, just if you got offended by that, because now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm at this stage now. If the neighbors is doing too much, I'm looking over like, what do I need to?
Yeah,
I need to call them people. It's like,
absolutely.
My kids are sleeping. Like,
the older
I'm not
you
waiting
get,
no more, man.
You start realizing you're paying for peace and quiet. Did you see the fight at the port at the port where the damn cruise, one of them cruises, 16 people banned for life. I don't know if they were coming in or going out. Like, what's on the mindset? And I'm gonna tell you, this is what I envision today, right? When you encounter somebody, you need to see a dossier over their head of what the fuck they going through that day. Because most of the time, the nigga moment ain't about you stepping on my shoe. It's about I'm 4 months back on my motherfucking ring. And she said my wife she fucking the super. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if that dossier popped up over your head and my shit popped up over my head, we might go, you know what? Nah, son, I apologize. You got a lot more shit going on, man. But we don't know that. And we start scrapping and shit and come to find out it had nothing to do with the way I was staring at you. The shit had something to do with something else. So,
somebody said, the carnival turned into the circus. That's funny, Letitia.
The carnival turned into the circus.
That's funny.
Right? So I need to be able to read your dossier. Just like in the fifth dimension, that might be a possibility.
Yeah.
I'll be able to read your org field, your body count, your trauma, your pain, and then I'll know if I want to take this mission on. See, had Tigger had this information available before he got with this crazy bitch, right? He might have been like, oh no, your daughter, no, I'm out. Shit.
Yeah.
This dinner, enjoy this. Enjoy this meal. No, get you some extra biscuits, girl. Get you a few extra them cheese biscuits. Because it's over after tonight.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But you don't have that information. Then you marry her, she crazy, she come out on some other shit, and you be like, holy shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I was embarrassed through the screen. I'm just like, God, come on.
And so,
come on.
When we get a little bit of money, you mad at us for going into these little gated communities. I already told y'all, nigga, it ain't even a question. They will have to buzz my own children into where I'm moving. Dan, who? Malcolm.
You got the kids.
Does he have the kids with him? No? Tell him we ain't here. We ain't here. He ain't got the kids with him. Oh, the kids, right this way. Run them right through.
Yeah.
You know? I be on my terrace now, and I be looking out, who I ain't never seen that car. Yeah. And I failed somebody last week, Malcolm. Somebody left their blinkers on while they walked away from their car. And I felt responsible because I'm on the terrace looking out for the community. Yeah. I saw them when they pulled up, and I got distracted or something. And when I turned back, I looked down on them. They was gone and their blinkers was on. And I felt I need the one man,
My car died because of you.
Community, watchmen had failed the community. Yeah. I'm just practicing.
Somebody asked, is that an Uncle Hanky design, the necklace?
This is a Hank Rising special. It is.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm glad you noticed that. Somebody asked
Hank
about...
will do, Hank, he'll tell me some crazy shit like, Dot, pick up that barbell. And I'll try to pick it up. And I can't. And then he'll say, put this shit on. Now pick it up. It's still the same fucking heavy barbell, Hank. But because you my man, I'm going to act like, oh, shit. I just got stronger. Hey, yo, word. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Drink this water, Dot. What do you feel? I feel the same shit I felt about 2-3 minutes ago. But because it's your water, this is the greatest water ever.
Oh God.
Thanks, Hank. So, Hank's my guy, though. Yeah.
That's
I love
funny.
Hank. Anywho, a few more stories and we out of here.
We might be out of here. Somebody asked me about GTA news. Apparently, like I said, I think they made $3 billion off pre-orders already.
Yeah,
the game
$3
cost
billion.
$2 billion to make.
Now, Jim Carrey is doing The Grinch 2. Let me tell you why he's doing it. For those, I don't know if y'all saw it on TikTok, it's a young black actor who plays the Grinch at Disney World or Universal Studios, and he kills it. He kills it. And I think, it got the studio thinking, what's your thought about indie artists that don't use social media, strictly direct to consumer? Yeah, but if a tree falls in the forest and there's nobody there to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
The hardest thing that you have to do, the hardest thing you have to do as a business person, entrepreneur, artist, whatever you want to call yourself, is have somebody part with their money and give it to you.
Yep.
It's hard. It's
very
I don't care
hard.
how many scammers you see. It is hard for somebody to buy into what you are doing. So to say, sell direct to consumer, it comes down to convenience. It comes down to ease. Like it comes down to a lot, not just. It's tough.
You have to be now. If you are already an established artist and you already have a fan base, but if you have no fan base, how do people find you? It just is what it is. Mal, you heard about that couple who got 40 years for running a scam.
They were doing that scam during the pandemic, like the boards. It was like a fake susu, but like they were just
air,
scamming
fire, water.
Yeah.
You move to the water realm. You bring two people in. You
They
move
got
to
40
the
years
earth
each?
realm. Yeah.
Damn.
They got 40 years
bro.
each.
I don't think $30 million is enough for 40 years, bro.
It's not. It's not. Your freedom, dude, I'm telling you, nothing beats perception of freedom because ain't none of us free. But you know what I mean? To be able to come and go as you please.
People have stolen more and gotten less time. 40 years. Like if they would have said 300 million, I'd have been like, all right, you kind of earned that. But 30 million? I don't
Side
know.
note, Trump.
They got to leave for 30 million for $500.
Trump is busted. A fraud, a Medicaid fraud. 455 people have been arrested during this Medicaid fraud situation where they were stealing hundreds of millions of dollars for Medicaid. It's the easiest thing to do, but now they're using AI to catch these people. So now what happens is if you got a medical center and y'all ordering a big supply of something in particular and it ain't matching with the paperwork of patients, they busting you. They was taking homeless people off the street, running them through a center like they was servicing them, and they wasn't, busting them. And so this AI technology is,
Well,
yeah.
on the
Oh, you
other side
fell
of
for
AI,
a susu? C. Diggs, I ain't mad at you. During the pandemic, yeah, they'll get you.
On the other side of AI, there's a software called Workday that a lot of jobs use to for their hiring practices and stuff like that. And apparently, people are suing them because the AI is being discriminatory.
Yes,
like you are applying and getting denied like right away. Like
right
I know
away.
Nobody.
Yep.
So I know nobody saw my application or my resume. So there's a big, lawsuit happening right now about that. So
yeah.
crazy.
So what movies is coming out? You know, Malcolm, I really want to see Toy Story 5, right? But I don't have any kids with me and stuff. And so it would be weird. But
it would be weird.
You know, I was thinking about when I took you to see, I think it was Toy Story 2, and I was in the theater crying, man. And I had to, hold it together. See, because they put adult stuff in those movies, even though the movies is for kids. And when Buzz Lightyear found out he was a toy, yo, that was a moving moment. Because he was like, I'm Buzz Lightyear. And Woody was like, no, my nigga, you a toy. What do you mean I'm a toy? Can a toy do this? And then he ran in slow motion and he jumped off the dresser and he hit the propulsions and shit and nothing happened. And he fell to the floor. And then he realized, oh shit.
I played,
I'm a toy. Sad
I played
shit.
that for Titan yesterday, the first one for Titan yesterday. He was into it. He was locked in.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Nobody don't care. Nobody don't care.
I might be able to take Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, next time he come, because I'm
listen.
embedded into the story. Yeah.
Titan is showing signs of an athletic gene. He's a lefty.
Oh, I saw him with the jump shot. Shit, he was firing that whop. Whop.
Listen. I might have to call Derek. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, he's only 18 months. I think we 10 months behind at least. You know what I mean? We were supposed to get him in earlier. But
you can make that up.
I'm gonna get Derek on the horn.
Get him on the horn.
All right.
But
But
that
guys,
being said, guys,
we appreciate you for being here.
this is
All
a
right.
2-hour show.
All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, join the membership. Okay. Monday we back at it for the members.
Monday, we back at it for the members.
We're back at it for the members. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit the like button. And before you get up out of here, it's almost 800. We need 1,300 likes.
1,300, please. Just hit it on the way out. Damn.
That's it.
That's it.
We appreciate it. And
Shout out to
everybody,
all. We love you guys.
have a great weekend. Peace.
Peace.